Okay, remember that they are changing my voice. Now, some of you are probably wondering what happened with the Tik Tok situation. I was very angry when I tried to make the video afterwards. And what had happened afterwards was that they kept adding the background noise, which they often do, right? It's hard to say whether they use technology to do it, whether it's this, that, or the other thing, but it usually comes on no matter what phone I'm using. I've used like 5, 6 phones with the same problem. Usually occurs at very key times. And they're filming me right now. Okay. So they had provoked me, and they added the background noise, this kind of crackling noise. Okay. After they'd already really pissed me off by giving me that strike unfairly, which was over me saying that other martial artists, in the comments, mind you, and I even put no offense if I remember correctly, I said other martial artists hit like gay people, okay? They hit like gays or brutes or nerds. Now, I didn't say whether or not being a gay, hitting like a gay person is a bad thing. Obviously, I think it's a bad thing. It's against my religion. I'm not gay, and gays harass me, racist gays like in the blackface tradition. Okay, we look at the old pictures of a Klan. A lot of them look like gay people, right? Gay kind of circus mockers. The circus and the Ku Klux Klan have similar wordplay, right? The Kirk and the church, right? And the circle and the circus. Okay, so it's like circus, unfocused, scatterbrained, racist, gayish white person and gayish, racist Jew harassing black people. So, when we look at this thing, we see that in Christianity, being gay is a sin, and it's a key part of free speech to highlight why that is. But the gay community does not honor that. They think that their sexual orientation is more important than a logical interpretation of how to serve God. They don't want to debate me on the issue at all. Okay, and if they did, it would be like a gay parade, right? They'd be unfocused and illogical. And if the most logical of the gay community were to debate me, you'd see that they'd be forced to kind of concede my point, because once you think more straight, or you think straight, you see that my argument is logical. At the end of the day, if somebody likes to suck toes, excuse my French or whatever, okay, should they wear a shirt that says they like to suck toes? Should have a toe sucking parade? Okay, that's tacky, that's sick, right? It's disgusting, that's uncivilized. So they put their sexual habits on display. And quite often they flirt with people and they sexually harass guys historically. Okay, now, straight guys sexually harass people too. I'm not saying they don't. Okay? But everyone knows that the world would be a better place if if gay culture was, being civilized and treating people fairly instead of just trampling on their rights and trying to disproportionately sabotage minorities through the structure of the system that places them in the left wing, because the right wing is so damn racist and evil, so damn unfair. And I'm not referring to just the Klan. The Klan is like nothing. It's like a drop in the bucket. It's the general way of thinking of conservatives, where they want to conserve white supremacy. Okay, they want to sabotage things, right? It's like a conservative state where the Democrats helped them do it. That's what you see with the sabotage of the restructuring of the school system. They made the school system a sick joke to make it seem like, that people are magically better off, magically keeping it the same. That's sick, right? We've definitively proven that people learn in different ways. How could it be better off if we keep it the same? And there's a bunch of rapists out there and organized social clubs and various groups that are best described as large hate groups with lots of money and power. Just suit-wearing racists. Gentlemen's club, social club, secret society, whatever you want to call it. They're out there, and they treat people unfairly. In fact, right now, I damn near lost my train of thought because they feel me. Because they're like, we don't want you to talk about that. And that's part of what they're doing. And for those of you who know that gangstalking is real because you weren't born yesterday with your head up here, what? Okay, those of you who aren't too scared to admit that it's real publicly, it's a shame. Whenever we see somebody, pretend that it's not real, they look like they're bending over for a rich little kid. Okay, they look bad. They look so stupid. And then they put on some kind of groupie outfit and go, oh, you're not a celebrity, so why would they stalk you? The vast majority of people who are stalked in America aren't celebrities. Newsflash. Stop riding their dick. Hello, man up. And that's another problem with the LGBT community. Instead of them just admitting, like a shorter person who's not that strong and coordinated would admit that he's not as strong and as masculine as someone who is. Okay? The gay community pretends that their masculinity magically is the pinnacle of fucking masculinity. I mean, they are fucking unfair. Okay? Just because you're different in some way doesn't mean you trample on everyone's rights, okay, and pretend that God shouldn't come first. That's stupid. That's sick. God should come first. Even as I say this, I got to wonder if they're going to take me out of context, way out of context. Because they have established they like to treat people unfairly. Now, this video is not about bashing gays. If you've listened carefully, you see that I've been very diplomatic. And on TikTok, they wouldn't allow this video. Because it's a hyper gay game that they're playing. It's not just a gay agenda, it's the gay agenda on steroids. They spend years denying there's a gay agenda when there's a gay lobby. There's gays all in Hollywood, all in the news, all in the fashion industry, disproportionately in key positions like that. Females spend a lot of time at the mall. People spend a lot of time watching the news. Okay? Hollywood, they spend a lot of time and money on movies. They're in key positions. 20% of priests, came out of the closet as gays, as Catholic priests. Key positions that they shouldn't be in to that degree, and certainly they shouldn't be a priest in the church. In fact, the straight people shouldn't be teaching in the church either. Other straight people. You have one teacher, the Messiah, it's me. Okay? But you see that they were denying that they were pulling strings behind the scenes for a reason. And then in recent years, last 8 years or whatever, they came out the closet tough. It's in your face. Gayer than ever. Gayer than ever. Entertainment, fashion, you name it, gayer than ever. Skinny jeans, gender neutralism, the covert drug. And after it came out for years that they were giving people psych meds and stuff in the water that was causing them to have deformities and to be, have less testosterone and so on and so forth, right? Okay, they spent years denying that's part of a gay agenda. Now you see gender neutral looking people everywhere. And one study shows that Generation Z, or whatever, one of these generations, okay, identified as like 30% gay or something like that. After gays were only like 5%. A six-fold increase. Okay? And these people are so unfair, they're making it hard for me to even say it. They're hiding from any debate. They're hiding behind the rules. They're rainbow tail tucked. And they're making it harder for me to make my videos. And they're sabotaging minorities disproportionately to create the illusion to complete idiots of white Jewish supremacy. Let me tell you something about white and Jewish supremacy. And you can quote me on this. I'm mixed. And even if I was blacker than Wesley Snipes, even if I was white, I'd say the same thing. Being white and Jewish and trying to pretend that you're superior or equal to the most righteous black martial artist that ever lived is like wearing a suit, okay, to a soccer game, as one of the players. It's like wearing a thong and nothing else to a nice restaurant. It's context. Somewhere, somehow, someone might like that suit, but you're not supposed to wear it on the soccer field when you're one of the players. Somewhere, somehow, someone might like that thong. Not me, I'm not gay. But somewhere, somehow. But you're not supposed to wear it to a nice restaurant. If you refuse to separate from whites and Jewish groups and LGBT groups while they're oppressing the shit out of everyone, that's like refusing to not be a German nationalist during Nazi Germany. Okay? And refusing to separate for yourself from the Nazis. Because what you're doing is so Nazi. They call them Zion-Nazi. They call them feminazis. Okay? Neo-Nazis. That idea is already used in various ways. You see what I'm saying? Now, am I anti-Semitic? No. I say if you separate yourself from the evil mainstream grouping, you'll be better than the evil mainstream grouping one way or another. But if you're going to pretend you're equal or greater to the idea of someone who built on righteousness for generations with martial arts intensity, you got to be kidding yourself. right? The laborer is worthy of his hire. Pay the worker his wages. God judges the people with equity. If you come from a long line of people who are righteous martial artists, okay, my dad's a humanitarian, on top of that, you're going to be worth more to God than people who haven't. Okay, and if people who haven't can't accept that, they should go to hell. Hello? This is universal justice. It's called generational justice. It's not the same as racism. When they pay reparation to certain black families, to certain Native Americans, what have you, okay, do they say that's racist? No, because you say you owe them that. So not only do they owe people like me generational reparations, but they also owe me my rightful place and my right to proclaim that I am superior. This is called being a moral supremacist, not a racial supremacist. It's not based on race alone. It's saying there's a faction of the black race that is more moral than everyone else, including other black people, and they have moral supremacy, therefore more human worth. Okay? And I'm the last one who can really claim that because everyone else is cheating me out of my right to lead. With everything considered, it's fair. And you can imagine a bunch of, gays love enforcing social norms. I hope they stop. Shout out to the LGBT community. Hope you repent. Hope you stop. Shout out to the Jews and the whites, okay? I was engaged to a white woman who looked very Jewish, okay? I'm not racist. She was part Greek, part Italian. I'm not racist. These are the facts. But you love the social norms. You love cheating me using social norms and taking me out of context. Oh, he thinks he's Jesus. I've proven I'm the idea that Jesus is superimposed on. I'll debate you on that anytime. Anytime. And if you had a fair audience that would judge fairly, they would argue that my point is sane. They would argue my point is the most compelling argument as to the nature of Christ that they've ever heard. It's not the same as some crazy guy saying he's Napoleon in the psych ward with a diaper on. It's not the same. Oversimplifying my arguments is pathetic. It's cheating. It's pathetic. It's beneath a dignified person. It's beneath a decent person. It's pathetic. I'm the most righteous person to ever live. Simplifying anyone's argument over an important issue is sick. But the most righteous person that ever lived, oversimplifying that is, the most righteous person that ever lived, that's outrageously evil and disgusting. I'm sure everyone who's insightful and fair can agree that this is not hate speech. If you think that it is, or you think I'm being too harsh, put it in the comments and let's discuss this. If you don't, and this video gets taken down, I'll take it as your groups are extremely childish and incapable of adult discussion and fair and logical and rational discourse.